Good morning. Welcome back. It's a Monday. We should finish our bean harvest up here at Waldron today. That's going to be good. Went down this morning, got our loader tractor from the farm we were spreading lime on yesterday. And we're going to get that pile used up. That's our wheat starter fertilizer. So we're going to hopefully get that spread here this morning. And then keep harvesting this afternoon. Well, we aren't going to get it all in the spreader here, but we're close. I've got to go spread the stuff around my house, the plot field, and I don't know if that'll get enough out of there that we can put the rest of this in before we go to the last field or not. We might have to make 2 trips over there, but that's okay. So we're going to go do that first one, and we'll come back. Windows are getting dirty again, the glare of the sun. Anyway, we were back to spreading fertilizer, which is a low-rate product relative to the lime and the gypsum, so the bin lasts a lot longer than it does when we're spreading lime. We got to make sure we got our gate settings and everything right, so we're going to do a little bit, maybe perimeter of the field or something here, and then we'll check our scales. We need this number to match that number. I start them the same, and then the scale is reading actual pounds left in the cart, and the rate controller is telling me what should be left in the cart, basically. So as long as they are close to matching, we're getting the right rate on. If they're not close to matching, then we need to adjust either our product density or the gates or something. So we should be close, but we're probably not perfect. This is our wheat starter blend. It is 120 pounds per acre of MAP, 120 pounds per acre of potash, and 80 pounds per acre of ammonium sulfates. It's got nitrogen, it's got phosphorus, it's got potassium, and it has sulfur in it. And it is enough to get the wheat going here this fall, enough nitrogen for the fall, enough phosphorus and potassium for the whole year. And we'll add more nitrogen, a little more sulfur in the spring in a liquid form. When we get up here in this shadow, you might be able to actually see it flinging and flying out there. Or as we're coming out of the shadow and the sun's hitting it, but it's in a shadow, sometimes you can actually see it. Kinda, sorta, not really. Nope, not at all. There you can. There you can. Now it's, yeah. Okay. So after our perimeter, the scale says we have 17,820 pounds. The rate controller says 17,240. So we're a little bit light on how much we're putting on. So I'm going to go out. We're going to open up the gate. We're going to go 2 turns. Make it just a little bit more open so that more fertilizer can get out. And we'll try that. Oh, we should have set them spinners off. Basically, we're just going to raise that up a little bit. We just have this crank here. There's 1 turn. There's 2 turns. So now a little bit thicker mat is going to come out, and that should make it closer. We'll type that 17,820 into our rate controller. So now those 2 numbers match. We'll spread some more, see if they keep matching, or at least are close. The fertilizer also spreads farther than the lime. Lime and gypsum we spread on a 60-foot pattern. Fertilizer we spread on an 80-foot pattern. So I got to recalibrate my turns a little bit. Get used to the wider turns. On to our last wheat field. This one Phil finished up planting yesterday, day before yesterday. Yeah, I had to do some other stuff for a little while there. So it's 11 o'clock already, which is later than I wanted to be. I was hoping to be done by now so that we could go and start combining. But we'll spread out what we got here at least, and we'll see how far we get and load up the rest of it. I don't know if we'll get it all spread right now or not, but we're going to get it done today because, well, it's supposed to rain tonight. And I want this fertilizer on before it rains. This is that bean field we ran the other day that's got the muck pockets, had some green beans that we had to go around. It's got the hills and the up and down and just kind of rolling. The muck pockets on here make me nervous about planting wheat on it. We have never planted wheat on this field before, never. It's the first time it's ever been wheat since we have farmed it. And the reason for that is because in the muck pockets, the wheat will get tall and it'll fall over and it's going to go down. Plus we have weed issues with giant ragweed and can be a problem. Now we put it to wheat because we want to do some land improvement stuff here next year. We're hoping that we can get some of that kind of stuff done. But that said, so I should have plenty of wheat fertilizer to spread this whole field. Like it should be just the right amount, right? Everything should work out like it's supposed to. If I happen to be where I'm gonna run short though, the place that I wanna run short is in the muck pockets. Like not putting any nitrogen there is probably a good decision. And so we'll see. I'm gonna try and selectively spread or pick where we go to spread stuff. And we'll fill some of those places in at the end, depending on how much we've got left. But yeah, we're gonna start with the perimeter, and we'll start over on the south side there, work our way across it. Well, we're about empty here. We'll have enough to get to the end, but I don't know if we can get another round, so we're just gonna pull out of here. So that's what we've got left. We'll go load up the rest of that fertilizer and see what's there. So we need about 13,000 pounds to finish what we got. How much do we have sitting there? It's probably pretty close. It's gonna take a little shovel work to get the last of it cleaned up here. Every drop counts. Well, you spilled some. All right, good enough. Okay. Yeah, we got a little outside that needs cleaned up. We're just gonna throw that into the potash pile. Not a big deal. I'll dump that last bucket in and we'll see what our scale says. But we might just go combine now. 15,600 we're gonna call it. Okay, so we're a little heavy. We got a little more left than what we were supposed to. That's okay. It probably means that we've been just a touch shy on our rate, but if you divide 2,000 pounds out over almost 500 acres, what's that? 10 pounds the acre, something like that. 2,000 divided by 4 pounds the acre. So, you know, no big deal. We're pretty darn close. We'll just up our rate a little bit on this last load, and then we'll double spread some stuff with a second really low rate if that's what we need to do to get rid of it. So I'm gonna let Brock finish cleaning that up, and then we're gonna go combine. Oil level's good. Combine's dirty. It needs a bath. That's not gonna happen. Let's go finish these beans. Oh. So first thing we're gonna do is jump across this little bridge right here. We've got that 15-acre triangle field that has maybe 10 acres of beans in it. We're gonna start there. So this field here always has a big drowned out spot in it, or usually it's a spot that never gets planted because it's wet in the spring and then it dries out through the summer. This year it's particularly big. It's behind us right now, but I'll show you kind of what we're dealing with. Some of the beans should be decent. They're already dry. But there's going to be a lot out here that are not good, and there's a few green ones and some dips. The worst green ones we're going to have today probably are out here, and so we'll just have to see how we do with it, but it'll be fine. I don't even think there's going to be 10 acres left in here. You can see all that up there. We kind of worked that down probably a month and a half ago, end of August, 1st of September, somewhere in there. There was never anything growing. It never even got planted. Pink background map is what actually got planted. This all did not. Usually we'll get the end rows all the way along the river over here and all of this filled in and even some more of this. It's just the very worst of it along the road there that is what usually does not get planted. This year it was significantly more. We had a wet spring. That turned off dry this summer. Imagine that. Whew. Didn't even get to 6 acres. Well, we might get to 6 acres. We're at 5.8 right now. On a single grain tank load. That's not great. What we combined averaged 45. But we got 6 of 15 acres. And we paid rent on the 15 acres, let me tell you. Oh well. Now I'm going to be that guy going on the road with a head on. We just got to sneak across this bridge. It was a busier road than I would like to do this on, but it saves me a bunch of time and effort to drop the head. So we'll wait for a clear opening and we'll go. I could wait for Brock. He's unloading over there in the truck. We could wait for him to get up in front of us so that he can block the road in case somebody does come over that hill down there. We made it. All right, we got a few green ones in this dip here. I think there was a few replant beans in here. And then, yeah, there's a big hole over there that drowned it out. There may be some green ones around. I don't know. We'll see. But there's 78 acres here. This is all we got left. Let's get them done. Well, we're trying to get this field opened up here and making some progress. So you can see the dip down in front of us here where a lot of those beans drowned it out. I saw the green driving by from the road and thought that was beans that were still green. It's not. It's cockleburs. Those are weeds. There's not much in there. There are some green leaves on the fringes and stuff yet, but it's not bad, and we're just kind of going through them. So it says 12% average moisture for the field, 51 something for yield so far, but all the stuff along the trees and the edges is always pretty bad. We got some more endrows to do in the back along the woods over there. This isn't a great farm either, so I don't expect great beans. If we're in the mid-50s, I'm gonna be pretty happy here. Brock is gonna run that tractor right into the side of the head one of these times. Oh my goodness, I missed filming it. I was just getting ready to start. He got within a foot. Anyway, we're marching our way across here. Over half done. And we're just gonna keep going. They're dry, for the most part. Yeah, they're dry. Still a few green ones along that dip, but we're pretty well through all of those now. I don't know what to film. It's dusty again. It's one of them boring days in the combine. Something is about to break. Just because I said that. Something is about to break now. Look, I got a rider. Say hi.
Hi.
Grayson came to see me. How's school today?
Good.
That's good. What else is going on?
About what?
I don't know. We gotta tell the people.
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. We're almost done, Grayson. You can see. Rylan also came for a ride, but he jumped in the grain cart. He's driving. Can't see him. He's behind the post, but Brock's in the passenger seat. Just about up to this wet hole over here. We're gonna have to open up some more end rows. Do a bunch of short rows.
Until what?
That is about as low as I have ever seen the water in that hole.
Actually,
It's usually pretty full. There's a bunch of stuff. Well, the fish are running out of water. There's probably a bunch of little minnows and fish in there, and they're getting awfully concentrated in the bottom of it. I'm surprised there's no birds hunting. Time for a rider swap. Oh, I'm gonna need a stretch pretty soon. We're down to 15 acres-ish to go. What's up, bud?
hi.
Good job driving.
For one of the runs in the machine, she was getting
I saw that. I was trying to help you get it fixed. Did a good job. All right, let's do some more end rows. These beans have lots of green in them, but they're super dry. I mean, it's more so in the dips, but really all the way across here, there's lots of green leaves, and they aren't wet. So some of them are pretty good. That's nice. We are one pass in a little triangle away from being done. And I don't know what happened, but our combine just about died. All of a sudden I lost power. Right when we were turning on the end, my display's gone dark and we've got a flashing and we had a communication error code. That's a bad start. We're gonna... Yeah, I can't. None of the buttons work here. We're gonna shut her off and restart and see if things come back, but I've never had this happen before. Well, the computers are shutting down as normal. We'll let that finish. I got nothing. What the heck?
It's dead?
Yep. We're gonna go hit the battery disconnect. Well, the battery disconnect worked. We'll let our computers reboot. They're gonna take a little while because it's a cold boot, and we'll see if everything's communicating. This display's bright again. We're not flashing a light, so that's good. Well, seems to me that we're okay here.
That's
Hey, it's that one right there. Zoom out. Okay. We're letting everything load back up, all of our yield map and field and all that stuff, and then we should be able to...
Hey, there's no one thing
Let's
that's
see.
blank, it's the angle 1. That's glitched. Where's it from?
Okay, I think we're good. Okay, I don't know what happened there. I don't know why it happened. It's concerning, but we're gonna finish here at least.
That's more concerning.
What's more concerning? That does that every time. It's no big deal. Grain tank level doesn't. That, for some reason, that one is always grayed out when you start up, or when it does a cold boot at least. And you have to go in and like delete in the layout manager. You have to go into the layout manager, delete that module out, and then re-add it back in, and then it works. I don't know why. It's done that ever since we got this combine. Okay, a little point here and one more pass. We are done with beans at Waldron. What a deal.
What?
Well, just sitting here on the end, and I got this error code come up now. Steering controller communication error. Huh.
Does that mean the steering wheel can't turn?
No, that's not what it means. I don't know what's going on. What a deal. Got the beans done. Today is October 6th. That's pretty early. We still got 285 acres to go. It'll take us 2 days probably. 2 good days, but they're all really close. Like, I don't think we have to drop the head one time at Berkey. It's just all in one spot. So that's good. We'll probably start moving some stuff tomorrow. I've got a few other errands and things that I need to do and run around with, assuming it's raining. But yeah, I'm gonna go finish spreading this load of wheat fertilizer out, so we've got that job done, and then we'll probably call her a night. All right, let's finish this up. I did some math on how many acres that we have left and how much product that we put in there, because we're about 2,000 pounds heavier than what we're supposed to have left or whatever, but that's like 4 pounds the acre over the whole number of acres that we've spread, so we're really close. But anyway, I took the 15.6 divided by the 40 acres that we've got left, and that comes out to 390. So I set it to 360 pounds per acre instead of the 320. We're putting an extra 40 pounds on these last 40 acres. We'll see if it makes any difference. I highly doubt that it will, but we got to use the fertilizer up, and it shouldn't hurt anything. So that should come out pretty close. We might have just a little bit left when we get to the end there. We'll see how it goes. We can double up some of this stuff that we spread earlier at the lower rate, or save a couple 5-gallon buckets for my lawn, or, you know, whatever. See it? That'll work. That'll work. Good enough. Now we got that pile out of the way, we can get our spreader in there nice, and the tractor. So, okay, I was just going through my notebook there. We've got about 11,000 pounds of MAP that could be spread, so I could have them deliver that, and we can do it before we go to Berkey. I also can spread a little bit more gypsum now, so maybe I need to do that before we go as well. I don't know. But if I got that MAP done, we can get some more chiseling done. That would be a good thing. Well, we wanted to get the combine and the head out of the field here because there's a chance of rain tonight. And came down here and the combine wouldn't start at first, and then finally did start, but it's throwing a code, or was a transmission code, and it wouldn't move, and I restarted it again, and well, that code is gone, but it's still beeping at me and it won't tell me why. And I don't trust it going down the road at night in the dark, so we're just gonna go park it up here by the driveway. That's easier to get to. And I took a picture of the codes. It's a PTP code, something about a valve not getting power or something. I don't know. We might have to call a dealer tomorrow. This is above my ability to diagnose and repair, so it's not that I don't have the right to, it's that I don't have the ability to. How are you tonight? Good. All right, guys, thanks for watching this one. Have a good night. We're going to figure out what's going on with our combine in the morning. I'm really hoping it's raining when we wake up and we can take it easy tomorrow. I've got some errands that I need to run, and if the combine's okay, or we can figure out what's wrong with it, we can get it moved down to Berkey, get the head taken down there, and get the grain cart moved down there. It's going to be a slow trip with the grain cart, but we are going to take it with the 8RX. We're just going to take our time, stop a bunch so we don't wreck a track. But yeah, we're doing good. Good to be done with the beans up here. And like I said, we need about 2 days to finish them up down to Berkey, and then we'll start shelling corn. So depending on the weather and the rain tomorrow, maybe by Friday. Why are you pushing me? Maybe by Friday we'll be shelling some corn. So you gonna tell everybody night-night?
Night.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.